Jackson Hole has a reputation for having some of the most challenging inbound terrain in North America. But does it offer anything else? Watch this video to find out, as we rank the best runs in Jackson Hole. Before we start, let's discuss an honorable mention, Rendezvous Bowl. This wide open face isn't very bowl-shaped, but nonetheless offers a large area to play. Right at the top of the mountain and accessible only by the tram, on clear days it can offer fantastic views all the way down and across the hole. It is a crowd favorite on powder days due to the large open area it offers. Outside of the main open face, the run also offers some solid mogul skiing on the skier's left and generally gets progressively less steep the further skier's right you traverse. However, as Rendezvous Bowl is so popular, it does have a major drawback. On days when the snow is good, you will often encounter extreme lines at the base of the tram. However, you'll be rewarded with a wide space that has limited entry and thus offers a little bit of powder for everyone. From the bottom of the bowl, you have access to nearly the entire mountain via Laramie Trail and South Pass Traverse. Now, in 5th place is Grand. Grand is the best groomer in the entire resort. As a double blue, it is steeper than a traditional blue, featuring an average pitch of 22 degrees and a maximum pitch of 31 degrees. Accessed from the brand new Thunder high-speed quad, the run begins gently down the ridge, passing the tram's 3rd tower along the way. A bit further down, the run turns slightly to the right and begins a descent of the ridgeside. Along this stretch, it hits its steepest and widest points. Much of the traffic heading towards Sublette from Thunder takes Laramie, as that is more visible from Thunder. However, Grand is much less icy and busy and is significantly wider than Laramie, making it an ideal place to carve or cruise. Grand serves both as a connector trail and a lapping trail. It is the best and fastest way to get to the Sublette lift from Thunder, and in conjunction with the South Pass Traverse, it can be lapped via Thunder relatively easily. In 4th place is Moran Woods. Accessible from both Kemmerer and Wide Open, and thus from both the Casper and Teton chairs, Moran Woods is one of the best lower-level tree skiing areas in the entire resort. In fact, it's just about the only good tree skiing that anyone with intermediate-level abilities can attempt. The reason being is that Moran Woods alternates between dense patches of trees and wide open meadows, and as such, if you wish to bail from the woods, you can make your way first to a clearing and then eventually over to wide open. Below the Teton Traverse, the trail becomes a natural gully, which is quite fun. It can be easily lapped via the Teton lift. Despite its prominence on the trail map, it is unsigned and as such, rarely tracked. It is a great hidden place for intermediate and advanced skiers and riders to find some powder. In 3rd place is Corbet's Couloir. Arguably the most famous ski run in the entire world, Corbet's Couloir certainly lives up to the hype as more people return from the precipice than actually ski it. It is certainly intimidating looking over the edge for the first time. The primary entrance to Corbet's is on its right side, which allows for a side slip in before sending it down a crucial right-hand turn that often has an exposed rock or two. An alternate entrance is to hit it straight on, further skiers left from the easy entrance, which is a near vertical straight line. Regardless of which way you enter, at the bottom you'll find a very nice area that tends to keep really good snow regardless of the weather due to it being shaded between massive rocks. Corbet's Couloir certainly is a little bit overrated. However, it is not for the faint of heart, and while it may not live up to the hype about its difficulty for some, the intimidation factor itself is enough to land it on this list. In 2nd place are the Hobacks. The Hobacks are annoying as they are at minimum a 2-lift lap. However, they are some of the most rewarding runs in all of Jackson Hole. Due to their length and consistency, I'd argue that the Hobacks, in full consideration of all factors, are more difficult than many of Jackson's double blacks. Let's break it down from the top. The runs begin with a traverse from Rendezvous Trail. Then, the traverse abruptly opens up, giving first glimpses of the spectacular views you'll enjoy the entire way down, on sunny days of course. The top typically has some significant moguls, but they fade into wide open bowls, ridges, meadows, and clearings further down. While there are technically 3 Hobacks, they all ski very similarly, and there are no distinct features separating them for the most part. These runs drop well over 2,000 vertical feet, all at a pitch of around 35 degrees. Although they are wide open for the most part, the lower parts offer a few natural gullies here and there. If it has been a significant amount of time since the last storm, they will sometimes be moguled from top to bottom, but those times are very rare. These runs are extremely taxing, as they just never seem to end. However, on powder days, it is an absolutely fantastic place, as it offers endless powder. If your legs can handle it, the Hobacks are absolutely legendary for their panoramic views of the hole, vast length, consistent pitch, and bountiful snow. Finally, in first place is Paintbrush. This run is first because it always has the best snow on the mountain, regardless of the weather. It is somewhat hidden from the top of the Thunder Chair, at least compared to a run like Tower 3 Chute, and as such, you will rarely encounter even a single other person when skiing it. The run begins with a relatively wide mogul field that progressively gets narrower and steeper as you go down. Towards the bottom, you can traverse skiers right into the toilet bowl, which can be a nice place to find some powder. If you continue straight down the run, you'll have a choice of several chutes that are only wide enough for jump turns. While the top mogul field steepness would make the run a double black at any other resort, these chutes are the only reason that Paintbrush is a Jackson Hole double black. Because you can traverse into Toilet Bowl to avoid the chutes, Paintbrush is one of the easier double blacks at Jackson Hole, but bear in mind that Jackson Hole's trails are generally more difficult than their rating counterparts at other North American resorts. Paintbrush has a little bit of everything, some good bumps, a little bit of Jackson Hole flair at the bottom, and of course, always a minimum chalky snowpack. That wraps it up for the top 5 runs at Jackson Hole. If you'd like to see the videos of these runs in full, click the top link in the description. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons. Go check out one of our other top 5s for other great resorts all around the world. Thank you all for watching.